Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm out here with the bikes this morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Arizona. I have something new here to try. You know how I like my mini air compressors? Well, this is from XCADEY. They wanted to send me a couple of these. I'm not getting paid anything. They just sent them to me to review. And they are mini air compressors. And look at the size of this air compressor. You can see, I lay it in my hand. This is how small it is. Super cool little air compressor. We're going to see how it works. One thing about it is if it works good, that'd be great for the motorcycles because so compact. I mean, if you want something really, really compact, there's no hose on it or anything. This is it right here. You just push this on, turn it on, air up your tire, and should be good to go. Now, it does have a few features here we're going to show you. I'm going to take it over here and show you what's in the box. I have one of them boxed, one of them unboxed as I checked it out. I did know one thing on this when I was looking at it. To set the pressure to where it shuts off, the lowest pressure you can set this one at right now is 30 psi. I did reach out to XCADEY and mention it to them that I would like for it to go lower because the bikes that I use 15 to 22 psi when I air the tires, air them down. So if we could have this at least where it goes down to 15 as a cutoff, so basically when you're airing your tire up, it's going to reach 15 or 22, whatever I have it set on, and it's going to shut off. But otherwise, that's really not a big issue because it's just push on when you air something up. So when you push it on, you see it has a meter right back here, it tells you, digital display. Well, as soon as it reaches 15 or 22, just pull it off. I mean, you can do it that way. But hopefully in the future they'll program this thing to where it does different. So I think that's all they have to do is the programming on here to make it to where it will shut off at a lower pressure. So otherwise, let's take this thing. I'll show you what's in the box that comes with it, and we'll try it out here on the Trail 125 or the 300L. We'll try it on the Trail 125 just because it's tube type. Go ahead and air one of the tires up, just see what it does and how good it is. Okay, so here we have my one unit that is unboxed. This one's still boxed up. It does have some information on the back here. It tells that the battery in here is a 1150 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt. To charge this thing, you would charge it, the input says 5 volt 2 amp. Charging time is 90 minutes, and it is USB Type C. So it's called the XCADEY Capsule P80. Let's just take this thing. Here's our instruction out of this box. It probably tells us some more of the specs here real quick. It says maximum air pressure is 100 psi. Battery life is 12 minutes. Weight's 142 grams. And then it tells the dimensions of it right there. Now, it does have on here, of course, I said it has the digital display right here along with your USB-C charging right there. Comes with a USB-C charging cable also. On here we have a power button and then an up button. So basically your power button is your down button. So once you turn it on, you can go up and down by pushing the up arrow, and then the power button will go down. Okay, so what we do is we push this button, turns it on. It's very hard to see, but that display is lit up. It showed a battery indicator, which was all the way across. It showed a little battery all the way across. It's pretty dim. Hopefully you can see that. So it shows 2.0 bar, and that's 30 psi. Okay, we hold the up button down, and that makes it flash. And now we can change that. You can see I'm changing it, 3.0 bar. We go all the way back down to 2.0 bar. We want it on PSI. There's 31 PSI. Now I'm gonna hold this up button down until it flashes again. And now that it's flashing, now you can see I'm 33, 34. And we can go all the way up to obviously to 100 psi, but we don't need that much. So the lowest is 30. That's what I'm wanting them to reprogram and make this thing to where it will go to 22 to 15 psi in that range also. So it'll be better for the motorcycles. But like I said, I don't think it's something that I have to have. But there we go. Okay, now this is the cable, USB to USB-C charging cable here. And when you plug in the charging cable, what it does, there's a little battery on here. It's hard to see out here in the sun, but the little battery indicator on here will just be moving until it charges up and then solid when it's full charge. Okay, so it shows on the instruction what accessories in here, and here is the ball needle The other one says this is a seal. The small little thing here says ejector. Okay, one thing the instructions do say here is press the valve or Schrader valve. You got to switch the nozzle. So basically it comes with the standard in here is for Presta. Well, we have Schrader on a motorcycle. So we need to change the valve inside here, and that's what that little pin and that seal is for. So we got to put the seal and pin in here to make it where it works on Schrader valves. So we take this top here, spin this loose like so. This seal is going to come out. We obviously change it to the different size because this is for Presta. We need to put it for Schrader. We'll take this out of the package here. This is our seal we're going to use. This is our little pin right here that goes inside. Let's see, there is maybe a difference here. I can't tell much, but maybe there's a little bit of difference between the two. It don't show if we have to switch them. It's not really explanatory. They both look about the same, but we'll do it anyway. So we'll put this in. It shows our pin goes in first, obviously inside here like that, and we put the seal back down inside here. Basically it gives us a pin that's going to push the button inside of our Schrader valve, which we don't have if we don't put that in there. So I think that's going to be the only difference, is putting this pin inside here. Then we'll screw this back on. See the pin in there with the little cross looking shape to it? Now it should work on Schrader valves. Otherwise we would use it on a Presta without that pin. Let's try that. Okay, so here I am at the Trail 125. I went ahead on the tire and let it out completely flat so we can give it a good test. Now, any of these small pumps like this, you should not run them over a couple minutes. So run it a couple minutes, let it cool down, then run it a couple more minutes if that's what it takes to air your tire up. So we'll see how much it will do in 2 minutes. Okay, so all we gotta do is hit the power button. That turns it on, hit it again. That little dude's getting with it. So all you do is hit it twice, that's what turns it on. Turn it on first, and then hit it again. That makes it go. This thing automatically shuts off after 9 seconds. So you have to remember that. Okay, we should be able to just put this on here. We're gonna time it for 2 minutes, which is what you should run this at before you have to let it cool down. So we're running for 2 minutes, see how much air it puts in this. Okay, we're at 8 PSI. Run it on up here for 2 minutes just to see what it does. 10. 12. We're going. 13. 15. 10, about a minute, somewhere around in there. 17. When you're done here, we'll check it with my gauge to make sure if it's actually what it says it is. There's 18. Okay, it says we're at 24 PSI actually. That's what it says. And that was less than 2 minutes, about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Let's see what it says on here using my trusty slime gauge. 18.5. So it don't show to be exactly accurate, and I think that's due to how you're pressing this on here. Okay guys, so that is a little XCADEY mini air pump. What do I think? What's my impressions? I think it would be good for bicycles for sure. Definitely work great on those. On motorcycles, it does need the problem fixed, I think, to where it shuts off, even though you don't have to. If you just hold it down, when it gets to 22, just pull it off, because it's not threaded on, you're just pushing it on. As far as pushing it on and holding it for 2 minutes and you're completely flat, your fingers kind of get a little shaky because you're sitting there holding pressure on this thing for 2 minutes, but it does air it up. And I aired this up twice. I checked it twice, aired it up twice, showed once on the video, but I aired it from 0 to 22. When this said 22, pulled it off. I checked it with my slime gauge, which is pretty accurate, and it shows 18 PSI. So I think it's a little bit off. And it may be, like I said, the way I'm pushing it on there, maybe it'll vary a little bit. But otherwise, airing it up twice, this tire from completely flat to twice, it did that and it drained the battery down to about half. So in other words, it would probably air up 4 of these tires. Now on the 300L, you could probably air up 2 tires, or a lot larger than this bike. So what do I think about carrying all the time? I think it'd be great to have out there in emergency because it's so compact. If you're packing light, throw this thing in anything. It's so small. It'd be great just to throw in anything. You throw in a backpack, your little saddle bag, your tank bag, whatever. This thing would fit in your pocket. It's just that small. So what do I think they need to fix? They definitely need to fix it to where it will shut off at around 15 to 22 PSI if they're wanting people to use it on these motorcycles like this. As I said, it's great and compact. It airs up. It'll probably air up 4 of these tires on a little trail 125, maybe 2 on the 300L. It feels quality, and the battery will last decently. Like I said, it is USB-C charging, so it's got some nice features, and it just needs a few more things. I think a way to have this to where it just had the valve on here and you could thread it onto your valve stem instead of having to hold it. Just have a piece that goes on here that will put on the valve stem, and I could thread it on there, and this will just stay on there, hit the power button, and it shut off at 22 PSI, 15 PSI. That would be great. So if they do some work on those things, they will have a real good one for these little motorcycles. It'd be great. As far as a big street bike, you could air up a tire or top a tire off. Takes a lot of air. You wouldn't use it on a car at all because it's just not enough. But there you guys go. Just my thoughts on the XCADEY P80. I think it's a good little pump. Whether it's something I would carry all the time, I don't know. Hopefully they get those little things fixed. Send me another one. We'll try it out and do another video. So I will post a link in the description where you can check one of these out. God bless you all. Click that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon. You'll be notified when I put out a new video. We'll catch you all in the next adventure. Ride on.